It usually starts with a subtle anomaly, a voice from a smart speaker, a security camera suddenly shifting angle, an unknown device on your Wi-Fi. These anomalies are easy to dismiss, but they occur within a vast surface area for intrusion. The average modern household now operates dozens of internet-connected appliances, from smart thermostats to digital photo frames. This density prompted a formal warning from the FBI, advising consumers that unsecured smart televisions can act as direct gateways for digital home invasions. The threat extends well beyond isolated incidents. In South Korea, cybercriminals simultaneously breached 120,000 residential and business security cameras, harvesting massive amounts of private footage from everyday households. Facing this reality, cybersecurity investigators have to change their approach. They must treat the modern home network exactly like an active digital crime scene. This creates an immediate paradox in forensic analysis. If you discover a compromised device and unplug it to stop the attack, you destroy the evidence of the intrusion. Most physical information on an Internet of Things device resides in volatile RAM. Pull the physical power connection and that memory vaporizes instantly. Investigators are forced to perform live data extraction to preserve the system logs. The modern home is a live crime scene. To catch the intruder, you have to watch them while they are still inside your network. When a device behaves erratically, the first investigative theory assumes the machine is functioning exactly by design, simply executing automated corporate data harvesting. Manufacturers embed automatic content recognition into smart TVs to silently track viewing habits, IP addresses, and personal demographics. The FTC previously penalized Vizio for collecting this exact data without securing consumer consent. Similarly, smart voice assistants constantly monitor rooms for their activation words. During this process, they frequently record and transmit fragments of private, unintended conversations back to corporate cloud servers. If an investigator rules out baseline corporate surveillance, they must deploy network mapping tools to search for deeper anomalies. An address resolution protocol table translates a generic IP address into a unique, hardware-specific MAC address. Scanning that MAC address through a registry, if it draws a blank, it proves a foreign intruder is present. It's not a glitch. This introduces the second theory, determining exactly how an unauthorized user bypassed the home's security perimeter. Often, the entry point is a tool called Shodan. A Shodan search query bypasses traditional websites, directly indexing the IP addresses of exposed Internet of Things hardware worldwide. Attackers exploit these nodes when consumers leave factory default login credentials. Intruders effortlessly input admin/admin to take full control. When default passwords fail, attackers deploy credential stuffing, an automated brute force technique testing thousands of usernames and passwords previously stolen from other website data breaches. Tech companies historically failed to implement basic brute force protections or require two-factor authentication, leaving products like Ring video doorbells highly susceptible. Attackers effectively walk through digital front doors left wide open by substandard security practices. Once an attacker secures access to a home camera, an immediate motive is voyeurism. Bad actors capture private footage and distribute the sensitive recordings on dark web forums. But there is a less visible and far more insidious motive driving these breaches. Hackers are systematically converting compromised IoT devices into residential proxies. Attackers quietly install malware on cheap streaming boxes, opening a hidden outbound data tunnel to a remote command center. Nation-state actors then route cyber attacks through these infected domestic relays, bypassing IP firewalls by impersonating legitimate local citizens. Millions of everyday American electronics are silently enlisted into a massive residential proxy marketplace, rented out to anyone executing global cybercrime. These compromised devices serve as active staging grounds for cyber attacks launched against the world. Returning to the live forensic investigation, we track the active connection of the unknown device currently inside the home network. This simulated network traffic flow shows protocol analyzers isolating a single stream of data packets, tracking exactly which external IP the unauthorized user is communicating with. But the data flow abruptly flatlines. The attacker detects the sweep and immediately severs the link. The intruder vanishes completely from the logs. If the home network configuration is left unchanged, they retain the ability to return anytime. Ejecting them permanently requires actionable defensive protocols. The baseline defense involves changing all default hardware passwords and strictly enforcing two-factor authentication on every linked account. This network topology map illustrates the most crucial defense mechanism, network segmentation. By isolating all vulnerable IoT devices onto a separate guest Wi-Fi network, you build a barrier, quarantining them from your primary computers and sensitive data. Administrators should also disable outdated convenience features like Wi-Fi protected setup and physically cover camera lenses in private spaces. The ultimate future of our privacy depends not on what we try to hide, but on what our connected devices already know.